I'm just really proud of this group. You spend 2 days, the way that we respond from a resilience standpoint can just not be undervalued. Every game that we've played up to this point, we've been in contention to win. Sometimes we've won, sometimes we've lost. I think the way that we have lost some of these games, that it's such a, objectively speaking, could be just a demoralizing defeat from an emotional standpoint. Can really, unfortunately, in some cases, have such a negative impact on the next game or next days ahead. And for this group, and it's leadership related, we're just very consistent. And I'm very proud of the resilience. And it shows tonight, because this is a Wednesday night game, one of 3 this week, coming off a double overtime game at West Point where we put ourselves in position to win. We didn't win, and this is a complete team win. And BU is a very explosive team, so to hold them under 40% is a point of pride for this group, and happy to continue winning at home. Yeah, I'll let these guys talk to it.
I think just like Coach said, just our resilience, and we've been in this position before where we got out ahead at the start of the game, and when they made a little comeback, we didn't get rattled or anything. We just stuck to our game plan, and we knew that we'd make a run back. So just the resilience, just like you said, in our leadership. I think that's what it was. I think it was really timely. I mean, we've had trouble at the end of game, getting stops, and that's endurance related, but we really locked in on the defensive end. And guys like Jaden, they brought huge sparks for us to kind of boost our energy, and we all just stuck together and did what we had to do.
In the second half, like Sco said, I felt like Jaden kind of brought that energy for us and for our team, and kind of just sparked everyone to start playing better. And I just knew I needed to rebound and play tougher and play better defense.
I mean, all of our assistants do an unbelievable job of just diving into the strengths of each opponent. And again, credit to these guys. They have incredibly long days of class, and it then leads into essentially a different type of a classroom setting, preparing for an opponent. And you really got to hone in on the strengths of the opponent, and then they have to really do a great job of carrying over whatever message that is being delivered to the floor. And the message for tonight was owning the glass from a rebounding standpoint and defending the three-point line. And I thought that we executed that well. And again, it's just a credit to the group right now. There is a concerted effort to put our best foot forward each and every time we're on the floor. And it's a very workman's-like approach. And, this group has set goals for themselves. And like I've mentioned before, they go into every day with an attitude of improvement. We are a process-driven group, and could be some pretty severe lows or some pretty high highs, but we're pretty steady, and we just keep going forward and trying to improve every day. And defending home court is really important to us, but also executing the game plan. Jaden is a tough guard from New York, and I've talked about this before, but he had a big-time moment in our last game where Elvin, just physically speaking, could not put 100% on the floor. Obviously, I trust Elvin, and I trust his heart. So if he's telling me that from a physical standpoint he can't go, I have complete trust in what Jaden Williams brings to the table. And I think, I can tell you that he came off the floor, although disappointed, was very excited that he was in that moment, and it felt good to him. And to have a game where he continued that aggressive nature, but also led us in a time where we needed someone to kind of step up, was very important. It's very important for us. It's very important for him. And it's why we recruited him.
For sure. I mean, he came in as a confident guy, but it's just he's a freshman, so his learning curves along the way, and it's been really cool to see his improvement over time, and what he did, what Coach said, the ability to play in a game like that, a double overtime game at Army, and all of us trusted him. He told me after that game he missed a couple of shots that I gave to him, and he was like, I got you on the next ones, and he hit one today. So I just trust him fully. We all trust him fully, and we trusted the work that he puts in. So it was cool to see that he had that spark today.
Yeah, I mean, it's always important to take care of home court advantage. That's the key to league play. And this group, we feel that some of our road losses have gone either way. And what we do is we just learn from every time we're on the floor. But proud of these two guys. They were very aggressive. They're in the gym pretty regularly, and it's paying dividends. I mean, Rue hit a big shot in a big moment coming off a great driving kick from Jaden, but he's put in the work, and he's talking about rebounding for a guy that, battles day in and day out. He understands what's important, and my guy to my right is talking about the process of just staying resilient. And, these are our two guys that are leaders in our locker room, and it shows throughout the course of a 40-minute game.